Soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What? Hey, switch gears. Sponge. No. Switch.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go.
49, check 49.
Switch. Check. 14, got it.
Here's Carson, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watch the end. Good job right there. Check three.
On 3rd down, Carson, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Shift. Check. Crunch. Check. Lucky.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Samuels. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, after that pickup of a 1st down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
That! White 80. Mike 54. Watch the run. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Safe. Lock it, sir.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I got one.
Roethlisberger will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
A 1-yard loss brings up 2nd and 16 at the 45-yard line.
All right, now. White 80.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger.
Double this guy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipations, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They start with a give to Connor, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Roethlisberger looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Check. Press down. Reload.
Now Wilson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. 11 yards there. First down.
Complete to David Moore. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Defense wins championships, baby. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now it's Wilson. Under it goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
From the 15 now after the sack. It's third and goal.
Turn it.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time, and a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt picks up who?
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal, now brings up a decision on fourth down.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Check.
Hey, alert.
Check the out, check the out. Whip. Watch the whip. Wide, get wide.
Check 52, sir.
On second down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Second and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Hey, I'm coming after you.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
Easy. Hey, echo.
50.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
On the Seahawks 28-yard line.
Black 80.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Black 20.
Check.
Take 2 of them.
Let's make these babies cry.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The 40. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather, of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
It's just me. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
To throw again, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Army. Slam.
Takes both of them.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. Uses the stiff arm. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
That! 230.
Mike 54. Not today, you are. Not today.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. Now Roethlisberger over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
This is Carson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this
rush coming, and he's taken down. Cassius Marsh in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. After the sack on first down, Wilson, left side complete to Lockett. Space to run past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throw left side complete. It's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Steelers take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Taken in by Switzer on the left side. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 31.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
What we got?
Jack 16.
Undercrush.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Give the sack to Barkevius Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Switch, switch, switch.
Now a give, right side. Carson, and another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Check three, check.
Good, guys. 4 down, 4 down. Good touch.
They'll toss it out to Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They run again with Carson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Check three, check three.
You guys, listen.
From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Myers' kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Steelers take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
At
Let's
their
go.
own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
What? 15.
Watch the run. They're running it.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this is Moncrief with a catch.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Green 80!
98 to Mike. Curry.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count.
Check. Check nickel.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Zebra.
Now it's Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 20-yard line.
Blue 80!
98 to Mike. I'm coming. Check 24.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Back to you.
Throwing is Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the...
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Makes the score Seahawks 40, Steelers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Back now in Pittsburgh, a lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Who's the team?
98 for Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They go play action now. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Switzer. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Check 4, check 4.
Here we go, here we go. Black and third.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At their 49-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's our time. It's our time. Kill, kill, kill.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
What? Ready?
98 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. 2 yards and able to... get the 1st down in the process.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Seahawks.
What? Ready?
98 to Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Switch, switch, switch.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
What? Ready?
98 to Mike. Get him, get him, get him. Hey, hey, watch this, watch this.
Not pass, not pass.
On 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 16 yards, a 1st down. Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson wants to throw it. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Yeah, so hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
Bravo!
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, it's Penny. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
They'll run for it with Penny. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to